Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the champion himself, Mr. Mugagga Allan. Today he managed to drown one of the strongest FIDE masters on this African continent. That is FIDE Master Nsubuga Haruna. And we are going to go through that game and we see the basics he had, the tactics, the brilliant moves. And we believe this game has a very nice ending and has a very good touch to the finish. And this is a pure talent. Today he managed to beat FIDE Master Nsubuga Haruna in this Rwabushenyi tournament today. And at the same time, after the evening game, he managed also to beat one of the best players, that is Kamoga Rajab. He also managed to beat him in a very aggressive and shady style. So all I hope is that you enjoy this video. Allow me to invite the big man himself, Mr. Mugagga Allan, to take us through his game.
Obviously, I was thinking of being the underdog at that point, so I never had too much hope. But it being a game of chess, I was very sure that anything is possible. But as most of people know, I am a Gambit player. So let's get into the game.
Okay, tell the viewers what they should expect from this game.
It was a slow death, which had a lot of simple positional tactics. Didn't have a lot of fireworks, but rather a positional squeeze. Me being an underdog when it comes to tactics compared to the FM himself. So I started with knight f3, like you can see.
You can transpose into any opening.
Any opening, yes, exactly.
Any opening, yeah? Or English, something like that.
Exactly. So with knight f3, in my mind, I wanted to play the Tennyson Gambit. I like playing a lot. Yeah, so didn't happen. He played knight f6,
okay,
which is clear that he was also waiting for me
to see what
I had prepared for him. Yeah, so I decided to go in for either the London system or the Queen's Gambit. Then he played
G6.
G6.
So this is like the Indian
King's Indian defense.
Okay.
Then I settled for the Queen's Gambit. He fianchetted. Then I played the knight c3,
okay,
as you can see. Then played that. I think he was waiting for me to either overstretch or make a mistake somewhere. So I used this chance to take on the center. I played e4. So all my 3 pawns of the center have been taken.
Okay.
Then he castled. Then I had to prepare for castling also. So I also played that.
Bishop e2.
Bishop e2. Then played that to pin the knight and weaken the mid square.
So you wanted to remove the bad piece in the position.
Yeah, exactly. So I also played this because I realized that my d4 square is, if the knight is taken out, the d4 square will only have protection of the queen, and if the queen has other things to do at that point. So I also developed the bishop, strengthening the center the more.
Okay.
So he brought out the knight, but I realized that after playing knight c6, I just had to play d5 by default.
So attack the knight. So
yes.
What if he played knight?
Let's say he plays this.
Knight b4.
Knight b4.
Okay.
I will definitely force it away.
Okay.
He'll go to the rim, and you all know the knight on the rim is dim.
Okay.
So when it goes to the rim, I'll play this, and now he can't play
knight c5,
knight c5 because I will take and have a double pawn.
So you just say he plays it. If he plays knight c5,
when he plays knight c5, I can push this. He
And
can't take, and then all that. So
let's go back to when you played d5.
So I played d5, and to avoid all that those maneuvers which are a waste of knight movements, he just went back, just that one move back, which is okay. I castled. Of course, castling is a key thing in chess. King safety. Then he played that.
So in this position, what if? Why would you go for ampersand like
going for ampersand weakens my center because it also helps him bring out the knight.
Okay.
So in this case, if we do ampersand, it will help him get his position like he had actually wanted earlier on.
Okay.
So we don't accept that. We ignore and chase away the bishop. Takes, bishop takes. Then he goes back to the rim. So if he had taken the other variation that we had talked about, the b4 variation, and then he goes there. Those are two moves. So he would rather just go there as he has done in this situation where he came there. So in this case,
Played Queen D2.
I played that.
Queen D2.
Aligning.
You're planning to play Bishop H6?
Yeah, Bishop H6, remove the bishops, and maybe, like I told you in this game, I wasn't so sure of my chances yet. But now I started to get the option of like believing that maybe I could win somehow.
The confidence had come up.
Yeah,
Okay.
so played the
97.
knight because the knight on the rim was dim. He had to find a way of making it a bit active. I removed my rook. Because I removed the rook at this point, because if someone has a fianchettoed bishop, the bishop is fianchetto to this point, and yet this knight is preparing to push. Yeah, there is a6 coming, this coming, and in the end, if we have this whole area open, this diagonal square open, we shall have our bishop attacking the rook.
Okay.
I
So you
hope
moved
guys
you
get-
moved the rook from the
I
attack.
moved the rook from the attack like this. Then he pushed that, of course, preparing this,
So how did
which
you
I
stopped?
I stopped by playing this. I played it.
Okay.
Then he brought the rook, still on the same idea.
Emphasizing the PB4 pawn.
Yeah. So in
If I
this
call.
case,
So why did you play this knight E2?
I played knight so that I can have the knight on the king side.
Okay. So you bring more fire pieces.
Yeah,
down
on the king side. Yeah, because I realized in the end we are going to have exchanges this side,
On the queen
and
side.
now the game will be on the king side.
Okay.
So he did as he had planned. If we have this open, and then this is also open, we are seeing that he's going to have an attack on the queen side.
Yeah.
So in this case, what I did, I also tried to play like I
wanted
want to
some-
take control. Or
if he plays maybe
if
yes.
he takes here,
Yes.
I
We take
go
that
ahead and
pawn.
take because of our bishop looking at the c5
So if he
square.
plays knight D7,
So if he plays knight d7, I can
Yes,
either
go ahead.
push and have my dominance in his circle or his half of the board.
okay.
So in this case, I played this and he captured on B.
Before.
Then before, then my queen captured.
Then
Then he played that.
knight D7.
Knight d7 was supposed to come and help on the queen side. He has the option of taking it here or here.
He's watching in the two squares.
Yeah,
the
but
B6 and
we
then
also
the
have
C4.
our bishop looking there. So it's not so scary, though it will eventually have an attack on this.
Oh. In the future, it can also be attacking
Yeah.
the F4 pawn.
What I did, I played this, threatening this fork.
Yeah. Threatening knight C6,
Yeah,
forking the queen and the rook.
exactly.
Okay.
So when he saw this, he captured on this other side, so that my queen is now under attack. So my dream has to first wait.
Okay.
So of course I have to capture this, and so he can't proceed with his plans as it was. So he forked the queen and the bishop.
So he's also protecting the C6
Yeah,
square.
that is a square. So after me moving away, he has the option of either capturing this or staying there to protect here.
Okay.
But now, of course, the bishops are stronger.
Yeah.
So he decided to
Take off
capture
bishop.
and check. And now, in this situation, if I capture with pawn, anticipating my fork, it's not a guarantee that he's going to stay in the forking position. He will maybe move the rook or the queen. So it's useless me disorganizing my kingside pawns, yet I can actually capture with a knight. So it was okay for me to come back a bit to re-strategize or maybe a new plan or something like that. So he pushed that.
F5, eh?
Basically, maybe to back up the
Knight
knight.
maneuvers, eh?
Yeah. And what I did in this situation, I asked for the exchange so that I can have a open file control. I want to control the file, which he refused. He instead he attacks my queen. Go here or go here. One of these. All of them are good spots, but I chose this one where, if maybe the exchange, I can my pawn that is capturing is still protected by the
Queen.
Or I can even capture with the queen and then threaten to take here after bishop taking this. This. You get. So in this situation, he played this. I think he had no clear plan at this point. He,
Just play h6 to see your plan.
yeah, then I took over the remaining open file.
Okay.
He put the king to safety. His king was put to safety. Then I came back. Remember, the knight has been coming here multiple times for the fork, but it has been failing. But now at this point, it is back.
So he eliminates.
So he captured. Yes.
So he decided to capture.
But in this sense,
yes.
I decided to capture with the pawn because it's giving me a passed pawn.
Yes.
And I can confidently say that his passed pawn is not as strong as mine because mine has backup from this, and when it's maybe here, it's backed up by this. So I was basically playing what I'm seeing on the board.
Okay.
There was no much of theory or something like that. So he comes for the pawn. Maybe he was thinking of exchanging. After this has come here,
Then you can put attack on the pawn.
Yeah, double attack on the pawn.
Which is on b5. Eh?
Yeah, after exchanging, which I saw and came closer. Also, I played this queen move to prevent this exchange. He can no longer ask for the exchange.
Because now the queen and the rook is connected, he can't put his rook again or in c8.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, in this sense, he captured finally. I captured my diagonal, and now he attacks my pawn, and the only way of protecting it is by pushing it so that it is protected by the bishop. Here it was attacked by the rook and the queen.
Yeah.
So
push it further.
I push it further to save it. I went back down. So I raised my rook so that maybe it can swing to this point, and also maybe at one point attack the pawn if necessary. So he played that. I think he's trying to buy time because clearly the rook can't move, the knight can't come back. So that in case
what was your plan by playing?
Why I'm coming back is the fact that they have the rook on their side,
yes,
and I'm supposed to attack their side. I can't attack with the queen in front.
So you wanted to change
So
the rook.
I wanted to change the rook. The rook can now come here, and then
the queen can
somehow
maybe come
things
on
happen.
c4.
The queen can also come here for either the check or this attack. He asks for the exchange that he wanted all along. But now I play that move.
b7. So what if you would have played in this position? What if he plays rook b8?
Rook b8 can play queen g4, which is also a brilliant move. Why I'm preparing for this, there is also a check here. He plays rook takes this, then I have this.
So after b7, he played, what did he play?
He played rook takes.
Okay.
Then I captured back.
Okay. That's the only place he can try.
The only place he can go to. He goes there, then I back it up. He brought the king up. I played this to prevent the king from
cutting off the king from coming this side.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm cutting off the king and also protecting this from the edge.
You're also threatening to play a queen c8.
Yeah, there's this also coming.
Queen c8.
He played this. Now this is protecting the exchange. At this point, I checked. I'm checking because I know that if he remains on this line, I'm going to take the pawn. That.
Played king e8.
King e8. He gives me the check. He knows that if I check and take the queen, the knight sits there and there's nothing.
Yes, yes.
Actually, it becomes a drawn game. So what do I do?
You played bishop takes f5. You sacrificed the pawn.
This pawn was always putting him on pressure.
Yeah.
So he looked at it like a chance to take it, not knowing that I had ideas of checkmate here.
So in this position, what did he play?
In this position, he rushed and he took the pawn, which was a very big blunder because of
Queen
check there, and it's a checkmate.
Thank you so much, Mr. Allan. Actually, tomorrow we shall be giving them the game which you played against Mr. Kamoga Rajab in round 4 of the Rwabushenyi, and we hope you play. He played a very fantastic game, and I think we shall show it and you will enjoy it. Thank you so much.